Good morning, beloveds. Okay, it's Monday. And it looks like the sun came out because there was a thick cloud cover this morning. Uh, it's a little cooler out there, but apparently it's 8 degrees lower than it should be. But I'm like, I'll take it. All right. It is April 10th. Our writer is Malinda Elliot Cramer from 1890, and it was published in Present at the Beginning. So let's jump into it and see what it is. It is mind versus mental. Intuition is perception of the possibility of mind. Intellect is the perception of the possibility of the mental. Knowledge is inherent in mind. Reason belongs to the mental. Perception is inherent in mind. Seeing is mental. Consciousness is inherent in mind. Feeling is confined to the mental. Idea is the possibility of mind. Intent or motive is the possibility of the mental. The science of expression is a trinity in unity from spirit to nature. Spirit is the only expressor. The mental is the medium of expression, and nature the effect, or in an individual sense. Spirit, the thinker. Thought, the expression of spirit, and word, its outward appearance. Thought must be representative of being if sensation is agreeable to consciousness. Intellect is sense culture relative to things unless illumined by intuition. We cannot use truth, but can adjust all things to truth. Truth is eternal. Error only seems to be where truth is unrecognized. If we think thoughts of love, there is nothing between our thought and God, between the mental and that which it images. Mistake in the example is not born of principle. God cannot recognize itself in the opposite of its attributes. Perversity is self-notion. Perversity is a self-notion. At which point I'm going to go, what? I honestly, I have no idea what I just read. I have no idea. There was only one. Oh my goodness. We cannot use truth, but can adjust all things to truth. Truth is eternal. Error only seems to be where truth is unrecognized. If we think thoughts of love, there is nothing between our thought and God, between the mental and that which it images. That's the only part of that thing that I understood. Oh my goodness. Ah. Okay, Miss Cramer. Wow. I really have no idea what any of that was. I think what she is trying to do, or what she is doing, and what I don't understand, is she's trying to separate. Basically, the question becomes, where is conscious located? Is consciousness located in our brain, or is it separate from our brain? And I think that's what she was saying. I think she was saying that consciousness is beyond the physical. Consciousness is beyond the physical. And that's how, when we shed the body, how consciousness continues to exist. Because it uses the brain, but it is not part of the brain. Okay? It's not a function of consciousness is not a function of the brain. And what that is quantum physics, which is probably why I'm going, she's trying to do quantum physics. And even now, however many, it's over 100 years later, we don't understand quantum physics. So I think that's what she was doing. I really, and so it's always fun. It's always fun when you think you've got a good handle on it, and then you read something and you go, wait, what? I would challenge, anybody who's been doing, unless you've been doing quantum physics, anybody who's been doing science of mind, because I've been at it for, going on 20 years now. And this one made me go, what? But I think it's, like I said, I think it's quantum physics. I think what she was doing was reminding us, but she didn't have the words. She didn't have the words of quantum, she didn't have quantum physics. She didn't have consciousness. She didn't have brain. Well, she had brain, but you know what I mean. So what she was trying to do, she was using mind versus mental. And mind is consciousness and mental is the brain. So these things, she was saying, okay, these are functions of consciousness, which means they are functions of God. These are functions of the brain, which means they are functions of you. And then she got to that one paragraph, which I did understand, and said that we cannot use truth, but can adjust all things to truth. It's like, we can't change the truth with a capital T. We can't change that. That is the qualities of God. We can't change those. What we can do is we can align with them. And then she says, truth is eternal. Error only seems to be. So when we make a mistake, it's like, oh, that's going to live. No, it's not. No, it's not. We can fix it. We can fix it. And eventually, even if we don't fix the error will cease to be, because it's one of those things that only exists in the seen. It does not exist in the unseen, which is what she says. Mistake is the example, mistake in the example is not born of principle. Okay? God cannot recognize itself in the opposite of its attributes. So basically, when the unseen comes into the seen, if a mistake happens, one, it's not God, because God can't make a mistake. We're the ones who have made the mistake by not aligning with the power, not aligning with the principle. So we've made the mistake. Now the mistake is only going to exist while it is in the seen. Once it moves back into the unseen, it goes back into God, it's no longer a mistake because it doesn't exist anymore. Errors only seem to be. They are not eternal. And truth is eternal. Errors only seem to be, where the truth is unrecognized. So when we are willing to recognize the truth, the error will evaporate faster. If we think the thoughts of love, there is nothing between our thought and God. Now that right there, I think, is the most powerful phrase of all of the quantum physics, because I swear to you, she's doing quantum physics here. She is straight up doing quantum physics here. If we think the thoughts of love, there's nothing between our thought and God. You want a mission today? That's it. To think thoughts of love and recognize that there is nothing between thoughts of love and God. Now, go back and look at your definition of love, because you've heard me get on this soapbox before, because some of the things that ego thinks are love are not love. All right. Love is subjective, and love takes into account the thoughts and feelings of others. So, when you were thinking thoughts of love that have nothing to do with anybody else, you're probably on pretty safe territory there, as long as it is not objectifying. So the mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to think thoughts of love and recognize that there is nothing between the thoughts of love and God. That is us coming into alignment with God. That is us coming into alignment with principle. That is us recognizing the truth with a capital T. Now, whatever else happened in that reading, I leave it for you to meditate upon. It's quantum physics. I can almost guarantee you, if you took that to somebody who is familiar with quantum physics, they would recognize that as quantum physics. Me, on the other hand, I went, what? It's nice when something rocks you back on your heels. It's nice when something makes you work. It's nice when something makes you stretch. If it was always easy all the time, we'd never grow. So I really enjoyed today's reading because I enjoy it when things make me go, what? So then I have to think about them. All right. So you have your mission today. And I would also encourage you, as I always do, to do the spiritual practice of doing something loving for yourself, doing something kind for yourself, doing something compassionate for yourself. Whatever that is, big, small, doesn't matter. The point is to practice. Practice makes permanent. What I am encouraging you to do by encouraging you to do the spiritual practice every day is to create a habit, a default setting, a first response, so that no matter what happens, you can respond in a loving, kind, and compassionate manner. If it happens to you or to someone else, because you are also creating a bank, and a well-worn path to the source of your own being, which is the source of infinite love, infinite kindness, infinite compassion. I make no bones about the fact that what I am suggesting is self-care. Self-care is extraordinarily important. You cannot pour from an empty cup. If you wish to live a life of service, the first person you must serve is you. Take care of yourself. It is also about making room for joy. Your life is a special occasion, and you deserve happiness and you deserve joy. They are qualities of God. They are in alignment with principle. Make room for them. So don't save the good stuff, which is why one of the things I suggest when I say do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate, is to eat dessert first. I do literally mean it, but it's also a metaphor. You know what I mean. Celebrate your life. Celebrate your life. Make room for joy. No matter what is going on in the world or in your life, you deserve happiness and you deserve joy. So make room for it. All right? It is up to you to make room for it. And I'm making room for it right now because he's snuggling. He's cuddly. Foster's being all cuddly. All right. So practice on yourself. Create that habit. Make room for joy. Self-care. Spiritual practice of doing something loving for yourself, kind for yourself, compassionate for yourself. And it can be as simple as taking a deep breath before you speak. Honestly, it really is that easy. So, okay. I do encourage you to do something to engage your mind and your body, whatever that looks like. We got out for a bike ride before the sun came out, so I didn't have to wear my sunglasses. And I'm going to wear my sunglasses on my way to work. I do encourage you to drink plenty of water. Hydration is super important. Water, your brain works better when it's hydrated. So if you're going to tackle quantum physics that doesn't call itself quantum physics, hydrate. Drink plenty of water. And that is also a loving, kind, and compassionate thing you can do for yourself. And I do also encourage you to get early in your day bright light. If you get up before the sun or the sun comes out after you've gotten up, artificial light will help. What I'm talking about is called a circadian rhythm. It's a natural hormone cycle. And that early in your day bright light will help you have more energy during the day. And it will help you sleep better at night. It's science. You can look it up. I'm a big believer in self-care. Can you tell? So, and then, like I said, this is my Ernest Holmes quote. All of us have one. We all have one Ernest Holmes quote that we're going to peddle out no matter what. And mine is, open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you, you do live in heaven right here, right now. It's all around us all the time. What that reminds me is that it's all God. It's all God. That no matter what is happening around me, I have everything I need within me already. And it's just up to me to throw open my soul and let it out. And to let the good stuff in. You know? When I say open the windows of your soul, what it reminds me of is in the springtime, when you open the window and that light breeze comes in and it brings that breath of flowers with it. That's that earthy smell of new green things, and how it tickles the hair on your arms. And that's what it is. That's that feeling that I think of when I say open the windows of your soul. Allow yourself to see the good around you. That's what I'm asking you to do. That's what we are asking you to do. That's what Ernest and I are asking you to do. And we can always take Emma's advice. Look for the good and praise it. Simple as that. Yeah, it really is that simple. Sometimes we like to overcomplicate. We like to overcomplicate things. I.e., with this reading today with Malinda, probably what Miss Cramer was trying to say would have been a whole lot more simpler if I would have just looked. Yeah, as I read through it and went, and then I went, oh, it's quantum physics. She's talking about consciousness. Things really are a whole lot simpler than we make them out to be. We just like to make things difficult for ourselves, and it's time we stopped that. All right. I am going to encourage you, as I always do. Oh, no. Yeah. Social media. Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark, The Running Rev Ryan. That is who we are on the social medias. The Running Rev Ryan is me. And I archive these on the Running Rev Ryan YouTube channel because I don't want to make Finding What You Need on the Creative Life Spiritual Center YouTube channel, because I've done over 900 of these, which is shocking, but I have. So, yeah. Wow. When I started this in March of 2020, did I know what I was getting myself into? No. Would I do it again? Absolutely, because it's been wonderful for me. And I hope you've gotten stuff out of it too. So check out the social medias. We try and put good content up that's light, funny, and enlightening. And so, yeah. And if you want to know what's going on with the center, email info@creativelife.org. That'll get you on the constant contact. The hot links are hot. If it says click here now, it means it'll take you right to what you want. And the website also, if you go to the creativelife.org website, the center's website, if you click on the Sunday Talks, that'll take you right to the YouTube channel as well. So good stuff, good stuff. All right. Yep. Now I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonder-filled day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a quantum physics day, a consciousness day, a looking for the good day, a don't eat too much chocolate day because yesterday was Easter day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day because you are enough, just as you are. You are a beloved child of God in whom God is well pleased and well represented. All right? You are a brilliant light, a divine spark. You are God in action. You are spirit in motion. You are godly. It is always helpful when doing this kind of work to know who you are. All right? I know who you are. And as she says, any thought of love, there's nothing between the thought of love and God. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. The truth recognized. That is what we are. The truth recognized. All right, beloveds. Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. I'll be back with you around... It does seem like 9:15 is fitting in my schedule right now. So between 9 and 9:15. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved. And I will see you next time.